Across the world, various cultures have developed unique ways to protect their homes from negative influences, attract good luck, and ward off evil spirits. One of the most enduring and widespread of these practices is the use of a horseshoe as a protective talisman. For centuries, hanging a horseshoe above the entrance of a home has been believed to bring good fortune and keep malevolent forces at bay. Though the origins of this tradition are ancient, it continues to be observed in many countries, particularly in Europe and the Americas. This video will explore the significance of the horseshoe as a symbol of protection, the cultural beliefs that have sustained this practice, and how it has evolved into modern times. The custom of placing a horseshoe above the door can be traced back to several different traditions, each contributing to its symbolic power. Horses themselves have long been associated with strength, mobility, and wealth, making the horseshoe a vital component of their care and obvious choice as a symbol of protection and prosperity. The use of the horseshoe as a protective charm is particularly rooted in pagan and pre-Christian Europe. The Celtic tribes of Ireland and Britain, for instance, revered the horse as a sacred animal, associating it with gods and goddesses of war and fertility. Horses were also seen as companions in the afterlife, and their shoes were considered powerful amulets for warding off evil spirits. Additionally, the iron from which horseshoes are made was believed to possess magical properties that could repel supernatural forces. In many pre-Christian European cultures, iron was thought to be a substance that could protect against fairies, witches, and other malevolent beings. Iron, in particular, plays a crucial role in the mystical properties attributed to horseshoes. In ancient times, blacksmiths were regarded as powerful figures, often believed to have mystical abilities due to their skill in transforming raw iron into useful objects. Blacksmiths' mastery over fire and metal lent their craft a magical aura, and the tools they produced, especially those made of iron, were thought to carry protective properties. Iron's resistance to corrosion and its strength made it a symbol of durability, capable of warding off evil spirits. As a result, hanging an iron horseshoe above a doorway was believed to serve as a form of spiritual armor for the home. As Christianity spread through Europe, it incorporated many pagan traditions, and the horseshoe became associated with Christian lore as well. One of the most popular stories that contributed to the superstition of the horseshoe's protective power is the legend of Saint Dunstan, a 10th century Archbishop of Canterbury. According to legend, Saint Dunstan, who was once a blacksmith, was visited by the devil, who demanded that he shoe his horse. Instead, Dunstan nailed a horseshoe to the devil's hoof, causing him great pain. Dunstan only agreed to remove the horseshoe after the devil promised never to enter any place where a horseshoe was hung above the door. This story not only reinforced the horseshoe's association with iron as a deterrent to evil, but also cemented its role as a Christian symbol of protection. It became common to hang horseshoes above the doors of homes and churches to ensure that no demonic forces could cross the threshold. Beyond their protective powers, horseshoes are also widely regarded as symbols of good luck. The belief that they can catch good fortune when placed above a door is one of the most enduring aspects of this tradition. But how exactly does the horseshoe's shape and material contribute to this idea of luck? One key element of the horseshoe's symbolism lies in its crescent shape. Throughout history, the crescent shape has been associated with the moon, which in many cultures represents fertility, prosperity, and protection. The crescent moon is also linked to female deities and the cycles of growth and abundance. In ancient times, amulets shaped like crescents were worn to attract good fortune, and the horseshoe's similar shape likely contributed to its association with prosperity. While it is generally recommended to hang a horseshoe with the open end facing upwards to catch good luck, there is some debate about this orientation. In many traditions, hanging the horseshoe with the open end up ensures that the good luck is contained and the home is continuously blessed. It is said that if the horseshoe is hung the other way open end down, the luck will spill out. However, in some cultures, particularly in certain parts of Ireland and Scotland, it is believed that hanging the horseshoe with the open end down allows good luck to flow into the home, rather than keeping it trapped. While the debate over the correct orientation continues, both practices are widely accepted as long as the intention behind them is to attract and preserve fortune. In many cases, the number of nails used to secure the horseshoe to the door also carries symbolic weight. Traditionally, a horseshoe has 7 nail holes, and the number 7 is considered lucky in many cultures, particularly in Christianity, where it represents completeness and divine perfection. For example, the 7 days of creation, 7 virtues, etc. When nailing the horseshoe to the door, it is common to use 7 nails, thus reinforcing its power as a symbol of luck and protection. The tradition of hanging a horseshoe above the door is not confined to a single culture, but rather has been embraced and adapted by many different societies around the world. While the core belief in the horseshoe's power remains the same, variations of the practice can be found in different regions. In Ireland, where much of the horseshoe's symbolism has its roots, it is customary to hang the horseshoe with the open end facing upwards. Irish folklore emphasizes the horseshoe's ability to catch and hold good luck. This belief is intertwined with the Irish reverence for horses, which played a vital role in agriculture and daily life. In Russia and Eastern Europe, the horseshoe is also seen as a powerful protective amulet. In some rural areas, people believe that finding a horseshoe on the road is a sign of imminent good fortune. Upon finding one, it is common to hang it above the door or keep it near the hearth to ensure the family's protection. In Italy, the horseshoe is seen not only as a symbol of protection and good luck, but also as a deterrent to the malocchio, or the evil eye. The evil eye is a form of malevolent stare believed to cause misfortune or harm. To protect against it, many Italian households hang a horseshoe by the door, often in conjunction with other charms like the corno horn amulet. In India, horseshoes are similarly used as protective charms. It is common to hang an old horseshoe above the front door to protect against black magic and negative energies. The practice is particularly common in Hindu households, where the horseshoe is also believed to protect against evil spirits and bring prosperity to the family. Though many of the superstitions surrounding the horseshoe originated in ancient or medieval times, the practice of hanging a horseshoe above the door remains popular in modern society. In an age where science and rationality often overshadow spiritual beliefs, the tradition endures as a way for people to maintain a connection to their cultural heritage and express their hopes for good luck and protection. In contemporary homes, horseshoes are often incorporated into interior design, not just for their protective qualities but also for their aesthetic appeal. Rustic and country-style homes, in particular, frequently feature horseshoes as decorative elements, blending tradition with modern style. Many business owners also adopt the horseshoe as a symbol of prosperity. It is not uncommon to see horseshoes hanging above the entrances of shops, restaurants, and even offices. In this context, the horseshoe serves both as a lucky charm and as a sign of goodwill toward customers and employees. The tradition of hanging a horseshoe above the door has persisted through centuries of cultural, religious, and social change. From its origins in ancient European folklore and pagan rituals to its incorporation into Christian symbolism, the horseshoe remains a powerful symbol of protection and good fortune. Whether used to ward off evil spirits or attract prosperity, the horseshoe continues to be a beloved and meaningful object in homes and businesses around the world. In a modern context, the horseshoe serves as both a link to the past and a hopeful gesture for the future. Whether one believes in its mystical properties or simply enjoys the charm of the tradition, the act of hanging a horseshoe above the door represents the universal human desire to protect one's home, family, and fortune.